Good evening, everybody. It is Monday, December 1st, 2025. This is the Kearney Board of Aldermen meeting. Call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sunday, have you had a chance to take roll?
I've taken roll. Everyone is present. You have the quorum.
We'll move on. First item this evening is a public hearing to receive public comment to determine if the shops at Kearney tax increment financing plan and the redevelopment project associated with the plan are making satisfactory progress under the proposed time schedules contained within the approved plan for completion of the projects. If you wish to speak, if you wish to give your opinion on the performance, we'll have you come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Nobody's here tonight in person, and looks like the only person we have on Zoom is later in the agenda, so I will close the floor for public comment and input. We have nobody here this evening wishing to address the board under open public comments, so I'll move on to the consent agenda. Does anybody on the board have any questions or would like to discuss any of the items on the consent agenda this evening? We can entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. First item this evening under ordinances is a motion approving bill number 56, 2025, presented by Carolyn Yatsik, our Economic Development Director, an ordinance determining that the shops at Kearney tax increment financing plan is making satisfactory progress under the time schedule contained within the approved plans for the completion of such projects. Carolyn?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Board. Tonight, the Board is considering an ordinance to determine if the shops at Kearney TIF plan is making satisfactory progress. This 5-year report is required by state statute, and public notices were published accordingly. The shops at Kearney TIF was approved in January of 2020, and it was activated in November of 2013, beginning the 23-year maximum term, which will expire in November of 2036. The development plan allows total reimbursable costs capped at $13,828,572. To date, $9,811,200 in certified costs have been approved, and $8,266,165 has been reimbursed to the developer, which leaves $1,545,034 in remaining developer reimbursements. Completed projects in the last 5 years at shops at Kearney include Starbucks and Club Car Wash. If you look at the reimbursable project costs, you'll see that there's $4,017,372 remaining. To receive these funds, the developer must continue to incur and submit certified costs, which is anticipated as 3 projects are currently in progress: a national fast casual restaurant and 2 national automotive chains. And additionally, it's worth highlighting that the original assessed value of the project area was $125,090. It's increased to $7,840,710, and projections indicate that the assessed value may reach $8,610,000 by the end of the plan. And this concludes my report.
Thank you for that report. Any questions from the board? Seeing none, if we can read the proposed ordinance first reading by title only, please.
An ordinance determining that the shops at Kearney tax increment financing plan is making satisfactory progress under the time schedule contained within the approved plans for completion of such projects.
Move to approve on first reading.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Second reading by title only, please.
An ordinance determining that the shops at Kearney tax increment financing plan is making satisfactory progress under the time schedule contained within the approved plans for completion of such projects.
Make a motion to approve on second read.
I'll second.
Pull the board, please.
Alderman Spencer?
Aye.
Alderman Lehman?
Aye.
Alderman King?
Aye.
Alderman Holt?
Aye.
The vote is unanimous and the ordinance is approved. Next item is a motion approving bill number 57, 2025, presented by David Pavlich, the Community Development Director, An ordinance approving and accepting a letter of credit for $13,120 as a completion guarantee for Meadows at Greenfield 8th Plat sidewalks. David?
Yeah, I'll like to keep my comments brief. There's a section of sidewalk at Meadows Greenfield 8th Plat that hasn't been installed in the area of the lift station. Lift station improvements need to be removed in order to allow the grading to get the sidewalk where it needs to be located along the street. This performance guarantee allows the final plat to be recorded, so then they could sell lots, and the sidewalk would be installed over the course of the next year. That's included. So when the weather gets nice and the lift station improvements are removed, then that will allow the sidewalk to be installed.
Any questions from the board on the proposed ordinance?
Yeah, we've used this section before. Cottonwood, the cottages of Cottonwood Creek, the sanitary sewer line was installed that allowed the plat to be recorded and permits to be issued. When Dairy Queen went in, we did the same thing. When they split their lot, they had water and sewer extensions. So we used it, that's very limited, but it does come in handy sometimes.
If we could read the proposed ordinance first reading by title only, please.
An ordinance approving and accepting a letter of credit for $13,128 as a completion guarantee for Meadows at Greenfield 8th Plat sidewalks.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Second reading by title only, please.
An ordinance approving and accepting a letter of credit for $13,128 as a completion guarantee for Meadows at Greenfield 8th Plat sidewalks.
Move to approve on second reading.
I'll second that.
Pull the board, please.
Alderman Lehman,
Aye.
Alderman King,
Aye.
Alderman Holt,
Aye.
Alderwoman Spencer.
Aye.
Vote is unanimous and the ordinance is approved. We have no resolutions this evening. We do have an item for review and presentation. Jacob Peterson, the general manager for Redgate Disposal LLC, I believe, is joining us this evening via Zoom. And what will you be presenting that for on behalf of staff or?
Okay. Just a short introduction.
Yeah, if our city administrator could give a brief introduction, and then we will turn it over to Jacob here shortly.
Thank you, Mayor. Redgate, via Jacob, actually contacted the city under the contract to request that that they are able to do a rate adjustment. Our contract under Section 7.2 does allow the contractor to request an annual rate adjustment. It's tied to the consumer price index, but capped at 5%. And then Section 7.3 also allows Redgate to request an additional adjustment to offset documented increases in industry costs. And this year, Redgate ran into some changes with their solid waste disposal fees, both landfill and recycling. And so both of those items were considered in this rate increase and the recommendation. And now I'd like to turn it over to Jacob. We really do appreciate the service that we've been getting from Redgate. We get no complaints, where last year at this time we were receiving a lot.
I will tell you, it's been 12 plus months-ish since I've received any emails as well.
Oh, I still get people bragging. Oh, hey, I'm glad you changed the trash
Good.
people.
Jacob, you have the floor. Do you have anything to add, sir, to your ask?
No, I appreciate everything that's been said. Wish I could have made it there tonight. The weather kind of made us all have some long days. Working with the city's been great across the board. Just wanted to say that. And as far as the increase in that, a lot of it's just been driven kind of by some stuff that was outside of our control. We ended up having to change where we were taking our recycling. And that change ended up being about a 45% increase in our cost there. So that's kind of one of the bigger drivers. And then as far as, we do have a potential problem in the future that I'd mentioned to Sheila, and if it comes up again, we'll address it at that point. But our commercial insurance for our vehicles, they did a change where they had, I'm trying to think how they classified the industry differently. And basically, that's led to a 117% increase on our cost. So that's something we're kind of waiting to hear back from. We're shopping around. But other than that, everything else is covered pretty well with this.
Okay. Any other questions from the board to Mr. Peterson from Red Gate or staff?
Been a great service.
And so Sheila, do we need a motion from the board or what?
You can make a motion tonight, or we can bring a motion, a resolution for you to approve at the next meeting, whichever you prefer. The rate increase would be anticipated to go into effect January 1st.
Yeah, I would prefer a formal resolution presented at the next meeting, please.
Okay.
But I think the consensus of the board is we would have no issue with backing the increase that's allowed per contract.
Yeah, no,
I
Okay.
think it's good.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Peterson. And as we said, we appreciate the service that you and your team are providing the city.
Well, thank you. I'll let the guys know out there.
All righty, sir. Have a good evening.
All right, and take care.
We'll move on to Mayor's Communications. A couple things this evening. I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful day at home and took a nice long nap and watched a lot of football. So it doesn't get much more Thanksgiving than that. Wanted to give a shout out. I was in City Hall this afternoon for a meeting and driving through town for the first time today. I just noticed an all hands on deck approach from our staff this afternoon. Noticed non-transportation employees out helping clear the streets, City Hall, the sidewalks. So like most small employers and small staff, everybody wears many hats. So just wanted to give a sincere thanks to our staff that jumped in and did those other duties as assigned work today. And then obviously our transportation crew was out there working hard. And so just a sincere thank you to all those folks for their work today. And then Saturday I was at the football game in Festus. It was super proud to see Kearney travel well. I think it was close to 1-to-1 on Kearney to Festus fans there. And, I saw our judge there. I saw a lot of residents, and it was nice to see the community support our boys. And they're off to the state championship game this Saturday at 11 o'clock. So go Bulldogs. We'll move on to City Administrator's report.
I don't want to forget to let everyone know that trash service is going to be delayed by one day this week, just due to today's winter weather. So Tuesday customers are going to be picked up Wednesday, and then so on for the rest of the week. Finish that up on Friday. Also, candidate filing for the April 7th election will begin on December 9th, and the next regular board meeting will be Monday, December 15th at 6:30 p.m. right here.
Great. We'll move on to Alderman discussion. Alderman Keene.
Go Bulldogs.
Alderman Holt.
We still have a water problem over on 19th Street right before you get to the bridge. Yesterday, before it snowed, there was 2 sections over there that had ice buildup on them. I know we had MoDOT look at that before.
The same areas.
Same areas,
Okay.
same areas, water flow, and it was all humped up.
So it's like seeping through somewhere, you think, or?
Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from, but it looks like it's coming from the south going north almost, the way it looked. And it's coming across, there's 2 different areas. One is right on 19th Street before you get to the split, and then the other one is when you exit to get on to 35 North, it was right there. And it's all froze, so that's something we need to continue to look at. I know we had them look at it once before, but we still got some water issues.
Okay. Alderman Lehman.
Go Bulldogs.
Alderman Spencer.
Same thing. Once a bulldog, always a bulldog.
That's right. All right, I believe that concludes our meeting, so if we can entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second?